Hi Taurus, and welcome to your June monthly tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are well. And this is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Taurus sign. So we can look at the cards, get a sense of the messages from what we see, and that can help shape and guide the month for us. So let's see what we have. I've already shuffled these cards quite a bit. Give them a few more shuffles. Okay, so let's get started. So we start off Taurus with the King of Pentacles. And Pentacles, as you know, is about money and stability and our jobs, how we invest, how we spend our money. And the King of Pentacles, he's the master really of this suit. And he governs fairly, and he has done pretty well. And he's reached this level of material abundance and success through hard work. But, you know, when we have the King of Pentacles in our lives, and court cards can represent energy that you need to help you during the month, or could simply be that someone you're going to encounter, someone of authority, who's perhaps older and more successful. Maybe it's a boss, maybe it's a mentor. But the King of Pentacles governs fairly and knows how to work with money and to make it work for him. So starting off in June, it's a sense of being mindful of your money, and you can see, you know, he's got a garden of plenty. It looks like grapes here of everything. He's got his pentacle. But generally speaking, this king is a pretty straight-talking, straightforward guy. So whether in your life or whether it's something that you need is a practical, sensible, pragmatic approach to your money, and that could be as simple as preparing a budget for June. Or if you want to take any vacations or trips, of just planning for it a little bit earlier and thinking about how you're going to make that happen for you. But there's, you know, this is a lot of wisdom when it comes to your finances and your career. And perhaps June, there's something good happening for you career-wise, which is maybe another more successful, or more experienced is the better word, takes you under his wing, or her wing, and helps to further your career. So the King of Pentacles is an energy of pragmatic, of expertise, someone who is a master of their field, and could be an entrepreneur, could be a CEO, but really knows the value of working hard, reaching goals, and being successful. Along with this King of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling us that, you know, the events in your life are always in motion. The wheel is always spinning. Sometimes you are on the top end where random events happen to you and they're favorable. But the Wheel of Fortune is also a cautionary tale that, you know, there might be times, unpredictably, that, you know, things were humming and going along really well, and then all of a sudden, everything changed, and you feel like your world is upside down. That's another side of the Wheel of Fortune. It's just something that you need to be mindful. But, you know, the Wheel of Fortune tells us it's that life is steady movement, spinning, and things are in motion, and you are creating your own destiny. Some say this is a fate card, a destiny card, and well, that could be certainly true, but remember that you control the events in your life, and you control your destiny. You're the master of your own ship, and you can turn the tide against anything that happens by thinking and by believing and having self-faith. So the Wheel of Fortune is something is coming up. Maybe there's an opportunity coming up to you that you weren't expecting. Maybe it's travel, but it could be a host of something that is an event or an opportunity that's going to be coming up to you that perhaps you hadn't been thinking about. So be mindful of that. So then, as we move toward June, we have some emotional issues in a good way, I think, coming. And the Queen of Cups sits here with her very large cup, with her feet in the water, and she's just kind of chilling out. And this is a sense of getting in touch with your heart, with your emotions, not holding them in. Perhaps if you've been working hard or just not been letting your emotions seep through, or maybe you're not thinking about something that's been bubbling deep down below. The Queen of Cups is there to say, hey, let it come out. Emotions are a good thing. Getting in touch with your emotions is a good thing, and whether that's through spending time with friends and laughing and going hiking or what have you, but this is a reminder to you to not always lead with analysis or data of a King of Pentacles, but to also make decisions with your heart. I think that this is also a card to say, think about others. There may be some people in your life that might need your help or your love or your compassion and your concern, because this Queen of Cups has a lot of concern and empathy for others. She uses her intuition to feel that and to sense that. So if you know that someone that is close to you and needs a little extra, whatever, say, hey, let's go out for some coffee. Let's go for a walk. Tell me what's going on. And quite frankly, this could be you. Maybe you need someone to listen to you and to get things off your chest. But this is about bringing emotions into June and trusting your intuition. And I think that plays into this High Priestess here, this is a lot of feminine energy. And again, whether this is time right here with your mother or with an aunt or with your grandmother or some other strong feminine energy in your life, the High Priestess steps in when she wants you to think about what's going on in your dreams, what's going on deep down inside the recesses of your psyche, and that is what's going on below the surface. Because if you can tap into what's really at your core of inside, then you might be able to take whatever's hidden and to bring it up to help wherever you are in your life. Maybe it helps you be a better accountant. Maybe it helps you be a better salesperson. But this is about following intuition again, water and feminine energy, and she has a lot of knowledge, and she is dealing with the black and white of life, being down the middle. She's using her knowledge to work from within. This is a study of self-reflection, of you looking beneath your surface, because when you go to the bottom of the ocean, there's so many amazing sea creatures there that we wouldn't know if we don't dive deep. So this is a call to you to do that deep dive of your soul, of your heart, of your essence, and be in touch with your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner voice. We come here to work-wise and back to career, where here's the Master, the King of Pentacles is the epitome of success. Here, you're on your way to becoming very successful. This is a group card, and this tells us that you're either working on a project with a team or with others, and this could simply be a home improvement project that you're overseeing with the contractor. But this is the ability to share ideas and to earn respect for your talent and your ability. And this young man is working on the cathedral and is very careful in what he's doing, and perhaps he's getting counsel from these people and they're giving him feedback. But this is about being able to receive feedback to improve your performance. Perhaps there's some studies or additional certifications or knowledge that you're going to be seeking. But really, this is about successful group dynamics working together toward a common goal. Is there something in your life, in your career, where you're working with a group of folks? And it seems to me that things will work well for you in June. Now, as we get toward the end of June, I can see that we're going to need some balance to maybe handle a couple of bumpy days. And again, with the minor arcana, these situations are temporary. These are the little nits of everyday life, of how to navigate every day the ups and downs. And when we see the Four of Swords, this is a message to you that you need to take a break from all the activity that's going on in your life. And perhaps you've been really busy, you've been working hard, you've got unseen or new opportunities coming your way, you're doing some personal spiritual growth, you're working with your team, and this means take a time out, contemplate, rest, give yourself a time to rejuvenate and to re-energize yourself, because you just can't keep work on all fronts. At some point, you're going to have to take some downtime. And this is simply what this is. It's just taking time for you to re-energize and to restore. Problems don't go away, or whatever situation you're working with, whether you're working hard, it's still going to be there, but this is giving you fresh energy if you do this, if you take time to meditate, if you take time to do yoga, if you take time to practice calmness and calm reflection. Then this is going to put you in a position to get back into whatever you're doing and just be fresher and probably more alert and more energetic. But this is a call to take it easy, take care of yourself. And this is going to probably be important because when we see the Five of Wands, we see a lot of people with their wands mixing it up. And perhaps they all want the same thing. In my mind, when I look at this is a card of people having strong egos, and a lot of people probably talking over each other and not listening. That there are too many people wanting to be in charge, and there's not a balance of a work dynamic. So this dynamic is of disharmony and of conflict. So for you, Taurus, we're kind of stubborn sometimes. We're kind of cautious in our approach, and we like things maybe predictable. And so when these elements rise up in a work situation or in a family situation, we kind of brace ourselves. It's like, we're just slow to act. So this is something for you to be thinking about, that a situation may occur for you where you are mixing it up with other people, or people perhaps are not listening to you, or maybe you're just simply not getting your way. And so you're going to have to find some strategies to cope with that. How do you, is this issue really worth, everyone being upset about? How are you going to find your common goal? How are you going to find and restore the harmony? So that is something to think about. This is something that may happen towards the end of the month. And again, with this resting and recovery and the potential for this going sour, the working together, maybe someone said something that rubbed you the wrong way. You're going to have to get over it. You're going to have to move on. And when we have the Two of Pentacles, again, it's about juggling many things. You have a lot of obligations, you have a lot of tasks that you're trying to make work. Perhaps you need to do a little overtime or do some extra work to make some money, because this month you're saving for a big trip, or you're saving for a big expense. This is about the balance in your life and finding balance. And you see these ships riding these big waves up and down. Well, you have good moments with career and finances, and in other moments, unexpected things come up. The vet bill for the cat, just something, a family-related issue that involves travel. So always something seems to come up. But this is telling you, balance it out, find a way to make things work. You're capable. This is like walking a tightrope. Or this dude here, the juggler, is dancing, holding the pentacles. You can do that too. You just have to find your system to make it work. So let's just let me take another look to see if anything else pops up for me, for you, Taurus. This is a month of working hard and having success, and working with a team. Probably starts off well. Something could rise up that might be an issue. You're going to need to take some time to rest and to restore because of all of this hard work. Get in touch with your emotions and don't be afraid of them, and connect with trust your intuition and trust your inner voice. It's gotten you this far. Hopefully you're in a good position, and it's going to take you even into greater aspects of your life. Possible opportunity, just be prepared. The wheel is always spinning. And what do we have? A little bit of the conflict, but again, it's about some self-reflection here and trusting yourself. You're doing a great job. I'd also like to pull a oracle card that will give us a little more guidance, perhaps. Maybe it's a focus for the month for you, something to think about. And let's just go ahead and get this. I think this is pretty appropriate. Perseverance. Because to make it to a King of Pentacles position, you have to have perseverance. You have to persevere through the difficult times, whether you're on top of the wheel or on the other side, when unexpected random events seem to barge into your life. You have to persevere. You really do. And perseverance includes getting the appropriate rest of the Four of Swords. Perseverance means riding through any conflicts that you may have, any difficulties that people present. Perseverance means having the time and the energy to balance and to find the balance that's going to work for you. I'd also like to pull I'll call it a love card, and we'll see what comes up. It's another, I believe, angel card. Shower of abundance. So a shower of abundance. Well, it seems that abundance can work in many ways. It can be material abundance. It could be simply financial abundance. But in many ways, an abundance of joy in your life is something good. An abundance of laughter, an abundance of creativity. So find the abundance in your life and celebrate it, and be grateful for it, and show great gratitude for it, because that gratitude can pull someone close to you. When you're grateful for what you have, it validates all of your hard work, and it makes it worthwhile. And when you show perseverance to go through life and to make things happen for yourself, you are well rewarded, whether emotional abundance, whether it's financial. Take that abundance, be grateful for it, and if you are fortunate enough to be in a relationship, be grateful for that, and particularly if it's a happy relationship. If you are looking for someone in June, keep your eyes open. There's not a lot of love cards here, other than loving yourself. But you know, that's the first step to meeting someone, is to love yourself. And so, you know, feel the abundance of life and be grateful for life, and who knows what may happen. So all good things for you, Taurus. I know you're working hard. Don't work too hard. Have some fun. Have some enjoyment. Find some balance as well. Everything will be terrific. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please subscribe. It's an easy way to stay in touch, and also to see some other readings and to see future monthly readings. And like or share. I love comments and to engage with the community, so feel free to do so. And I hope that you have a super June. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and your energy that you put forth in watching this. So take care. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.